Hello everyone, welcome back to another market direction analysis video. Currently, we are at the beginning of a new monthly contract. In our previous video, we analyzed the reevaluation phase of the previous monthly contract. At this point, which is the midpoint of the monthly contract, was where we analyzed and we expected a reprice to the upside and also to the downside, with this every pending buy order and every pending sell order as targets. So we expected the market to come down for the lower target first, then head back up for the upper target. Price also started heading down as expected, but on the first day we got a new heavy sell and a new heavy buy to fulfill those reprice targets. And after that was done, you can see that price just entered a range till we got to the end of the monthly contract. With the orders that came in, we were able to catch this buy. You can see that price came down, picked this heavy pending buy, and from there you saw a push to the upside to go activate the pending sell. And from that point, we saw more sell come into the market, and from there price started dropping. Even though it was a ranging half, we were still able to catch some trades. Right now, the control block of the new monthly contract has been formed, and even though I don't really trade the control block, but we were able to trade this one because of the inflation rate figure release date that was fixed for Tuesday, which falls within the control block. So we expected the buy and we got a buy. You can see price came down, pick all this heavy pending buy, and from there we saw a push to the upside. Right now, the first thing we are going to do is to mark the control block. So I'll switch to the 4-hour time frame. The fundamental direction for this new monthly contract is bullish. That means we expect price to go up and target the previous monthly contract high. So it means the target for this monthly contract is this high right here, which is the high of the previous monthly contract. And you can see that high happens to be the top of the quarterly contract control block. So we should not expect price to hit that level, because the control block players inside the quarterly contracts can come in and start loading more sales to force price back to the downside. This is our monthly target. We know that after the control block is formed, we expect a false move first, and the right direction in this case is bullish. That means our false move will be bearish before we will now see a buy straight up to go reach for this monthly target. Right now, we are already seeing the false move heading down. So I'll expect price to continue going down, maybe to around this region or even to the point of activating this heavy pending buy. It depends on what the other major pairs are doing to confirm the premium valuation. Once we have premium value, we'll expect price to turn around and start heading up for the monthly target. But I won't expect price to hit that target because it is above the quarterly control block. I'll just expect price to hit the quarterly control block, and from there I'll expect sales to come back to the market, at least for the quarterly players, to force the price back to retest the monthly contract control block. Maybe from there we can now see a push back up. So this is what I'm expecting for now. I will still have to check the orders that come into the market to know if the institutions are actually following the forecast as it is, or they are positioning in another direction. That's the advantage of seeing what the institutions are doing on the order book. Right now, let's go to MT5 to do some technical analysis. This is the Euro USD chart on the MetaTrader 5 platform. So I'll go ahead and load up my entry template so that I can see all the tools I need to do my price action analysis. We are at the beginning of a new weekly contract. From the price structure indicator, we can already see that the week is an accumulative week, and we expect price to either sell from this point or buy from around this point. And since our direction is sell to buy, it means we should expect price to drop and come to around this area. From there, we should have our valuation completed and we would expect a buy to start from that region. Right now, let's just go ahead and do our market structure analysis for trend, so we have a good understanding of where the market stands as far as price action is concerned. So the points that you are seeing, the red and blue points, are the structure points. We also have black points, which is the largest one. So I'll go back to start my trend analysis using the black structure points. So we have one black structure point here, that's the low, and here that's the high. So I'll start from the high and analyze the trend till I get to where the market is at the moment, so that we know what price action looks like. This is the highest point and this is the low that created that high. The previous high is right here and you can see that price closed above it, confirming bullishness. So our buy structure point is right here. That means the market is in uptrend as at this point. Now for the reversal, you can see the reversal pattern. We got a break of structure right here, which confirms this high as our new bearish structure point. That's the supply. So this has been broken. Price came down, gave us a new high right here, and that high created a lower low. We got a break and close below the previous low. That confirms that this level is our new supply. So we bring this down to that point. The new low was not broken. You can see price held. We only got a wick below it and we saw a rejection. That's a fake out. So the structure point remains here and the trend is bearish until we got a close above that high at this level. That's a break of structure, and that means we now have a demand zone right here. So at this point, the trend is bullish until we got a close below that level, which now confirms our bearish trend continuation. So this will now be the new supply and the trend is bearish. Now we check the low that was created after the break of structure. Price came to that low here, but it was not able to break it. It rejected and headed up. The price was able to break that low right here. So our new supply is this high, because that is the highest high before the break of structure that confirms the continuation of the bearishness. So after that, we got a new structure point right here. Price gave us a new high and we saw a continuation that broke that low. That means our new sell structure point is right here. So we move this down. We got a new low at this point. That low is yet to be taken out. You can see that we now have a massive range, and that also created a new internal price action. So I'll just mark the low. Right now, we need to analyze the internal structure so that we have a good understanding of possible places where we can get our entry from and also know the trend structure of the internal price action. We start from the low where the retracement started from. You can see price retraced from this point, gave us a new high right here, and we got this failed swing before we saw a new high created. When price took out this high, that's liquidity run, and we saw a new move to the downside, which created a break of structure. So this point becomes a temporary supply zone based on the internal structures. You can see price came up, took out that high, confirming a bullish internal structure. After that high was taken, we got a retracement, but it's not a major retracement, as you can see that there were no structure points marked. The next structure point we got is this one right here. That's the new high of the internal uptrend. Now we got a retracement back to this level. So this is the demand and this is the new high. So the uptrend is still valid on the internal structure. We got this low before the failed swing, so that low becomes a liquidity point. You can see price tried to come back to take it out. It continued up right here. Then we saw a retracement back down to take that liquidity. After that low was taken out here, we saw a push up, and this level becomes the new demand zone. And also you can see that the previous high is now broken, which also confirms this level as a demand zone. So from the major structure, we have point of interest, which is where we are most likely to take our trade. On the major structure, we are bearish, but on the internal structure, we are bullish. And you can see that after price take out this liquidity, it went straight up to our point of interest for sale on the major structure, and from that point you can see that price started heading down. The internal structure is still bullish. Price gave us this new low, which is a liquidity point, so we'll mark that as our liquidity point, just as we did right here. And this high becomes our potential supply zone. Price take out that liquidity right here, and from that point it went up, created a new low, and that low will now be the new demand zone on the internal structure. Price came back to that level, rejected, and then we saw a close below the level, which now confirms bearishness on the internal structure. So this high that created the break of structure becomes our supply zone. Price came back up, took that out, changing back to bullishness. You can see the continuation of that bullishness to the upside. So this level becomes a new demand, and we can already see that price closed above this high, which confirms this as the new demand. So after this level has been broken, we are now back to bearishness on the internal structure as well as on the major structure. This is the new supply zone. Price retraced, gave us a continuation of that bearish move to the downside, and we can already see right here that price closed below this low, which means this is our new supply on the internal structure. So we got a new low right here. This low was the potential demand zone that was taken out to confirm the supply, and we saw price head back inside, and around this region is where I took my buy trade for the Monday-Tuesday contract. So right now the structure has been broken to the upside, which confirms that we are back to bullish trend on the internal structure. Because of the multiple times that this supply, that's the major supply level, has been tested and rejected, that has now accumulated a lot of liquidity above this level. So we know that the market will most likely take out this supply zone because of the amount of liquidity that has now been accumulated above it. And also from the direction analysis, we expect a bullish push to the upside, which also aligns with that upside liquidity that we have. So right now, this low becomes our internal demand zone. Supply that was broken, so I'll change that to unfilled rectangle. That is the structure in the market at the moment. So we have a major downtrend with the supply now holding a lot of liquidity above it. So we expect that supply to be taken out, and we are on a bullish trend on the internal structure with this low as the demand. To know the point of interest to take a buy around this demand, I'll just mark the neckline. That's this bullish candle before the series of down candle that created that low. So that's my neckline, and that's one of my point of interest for taking buy trades. if price come back to that level. And for the sell, since the direction that we are expecting right now is bearish, we got a break of this structure and then we saw a rejection back inside the range, but that rejection is not a major retracement yet because you can see the eye has no structure point. It means price need to go down more before we can see a structure point at the eye. So it is possible that price can still come back up, take out this eye as a liquidity. So you can see A, B, C, D. This becomes a liquidity point that can be used. If price decides to come above the level, we will expect the sell to happen after the liquidity has been taken, and we'll see price head back down to this area. What we confirm that this zone is where the buy will start from is what price does on the other pairs. So I need to analyze the whole currency market to know when the market is in discount or in premiums. If we get a premium valuation at the time that price is around this point, then I'll be looking to take my buy from here to target new highs. So this is my price action analysis, and these are the trades that I'm looking at. They sell from here, but it's not confirmed because price can still come back to take out the eye. If the market decides to take out this eye as liquidity, because we can already see the structure that is forming, we have A, B, C, D to the downside. It means this eye is a liquidity point. So price can decide to come back up to run that eye before we see the sell. So if that happens, we'll have an opportunity to get in on the sell at this eye. So that will push price back to the downside for the valuation that we are expecting. And once that valuation has happened, we will start looking for buy opportunities. So these are the three trades that I am seeing at the moment. Don't forget to like the video, hit the subscribe button if you are here to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great day.